Yes, Nada.
So, good afternoon all.
Very good afternoon.
Very good afternoon. My name is Nada and I have actually started my graduation from my MMK college, BAF. So after that what I thought was I should start with my CFP. Since 2014 I had actually started CFP. So I used to go for the lectures and attend all the things. I also passed with my with all the 4 modules, B grade and C grade. But apart from that, I didn't know what I was actually doing. I was just passing the examinations in 2nd, 3rd or 4th attempts. So when I gave my final module, I realized I knew nothing. I thought that I knew everything, but actually I knew nothing. And I used to do everything blindly. I did not have any process. I was just doing it for the sake of finishing my exams. And everybody used to discourage, saying that CFP is just nothing. It's useless in India. It's of no use. If you go abroad, it will be more. It has a lot of value. So that is what I used to feel, and I felt that यार छोड़ दो अभी बस हो गया, अब कुछ फायदा नहीं है. Even my friends had tried to give the final attempt, and one of them has given 3 attempts and he has flunked. Even my another friend has given 2 attempts, he has flunked, and I don't think so they are planning to pursue any further. The same.
I'm sure now, after listening your success story,
but they still think about
you
it.
share your success story with them, okay?
And yes, sure, I'll send it to them, and I will let them know what all I had experienced and they should experience. So I had actually I was completely a failure at that point of time, when my parents have actually boosted me that just give one last attempt by joining this particular Mr. Keyur Shah. So that is what I have done. I asked sir that I have already passed my 4 modules and I just want to pass my final module, and the first thing he was like, don't do it for the sake of passing the examination, do it so that you could make something out in future. So I was like, okay, fine. I was just listening to everything, but I did not know that how important CFP could be for me. So I started that, and slowly, gradually I started realizing that what all I was thinking that I am very confident about, that I knew this, I knew retirement, I knew insurance, I knew the differences of doing the calculations and cash flow while doing insurance, while doing retirement, goal-based financial planning. I did not know anything actually. So I found the difference, what I used to do, the mistakes. And the last 2 months also, when I was doing my video learning, I got to know many things which I did not know. And once I started calculating, and I used to attend my weekend classes with you guys, so that has actually helped me to do the revisions of what all video learnings I was actually doing. तो वीडियो लर्निंग में जो चीज़ें मुझे इतनी डिटेल में नहीं पता चल रही थी, वो सब मुझे क्लासेस में पता चल रही थी. And I could ask my questions and all my queries were solved. Whether it's on phone or it's while meeting in the class, everything was solved. And I didn't have to ask कि ये query है मेरा solve कर दो, because it was all in a procedure. जो query मैंने उस वक्त किया था वो यहाँ solve हो जा रही थी automatically. And after that I started with my mock test. Mock test is very important. Before that I had done all the 46 sample papers. So while doing the sample papers, I realized that few things which were missing, and that was on purpose which was missing. We should realize why it is missing, and we need to question that. That is the main thing, because the portion is very vast. You have to solve the same thing in different ways to find out different things, but you have the same thing, you have the same data in hand with you. So if you get everything in hand, so how will you remember it, the difference and the variations into that particular thing? So in case of say especially taxations, so you need to ask the questions when you're doing those mock tests. Now you guys have time, so you have 3 months and you're doing your module papers also and your final paper also, so you have to do all the 46 sample papers. That really helped. Even after that, when I gave my mock test, I realized that I have done a lot of mistakes, and that mistakes were not conceptual. I was very strong in concepts at that point of time, but the only fear was my past. So I had to overcome that. And once I did it, I realized all my mistakes. I shared it with my parents that these were the mistakes I was making, and they were very, very thankful to Keyur sir, very thankful. And they were like that he's the person who's making you pass, and you should really not let him down. You should be there to whatever he's expecting out of you, because it's only for my good, not for him. So it's only for my good. So finally I overcome my fear at the night of my examination, and I succeeded with whatever he expected, and it's all because of him. You have to follow the five steps of the process, 5 steps. And the main thing which you have to understand is you have to read the question twice. If you do not read the question twice, you will never understand the question. Whether it's Sanjay, people say it's very difficult, but it's not that difficult if you follow the process. And your confidence should be there that whatever you studied, you knew everything. You know, it's not that you're blank. If you're blank and you get that fear into you while doing the examination, you will get to do nothing. All is waste. So these 2 months were like an eye opener for me, and I am really thankful I failed. So it will really help me, and I think I should really boost my friends to understand that what is the difference between different educational institutions. So thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much.
My pleasure. You also worked
really
8 hours every day for last 2 months. So almost whatever the committed practice, I have asked 400 hours minimum. So she completed that 400 hours preparation. So you get a result. Okay. So now, as you know, you are going to UK, and now you have completed CFP certification. So how you are planning? What could be your next thought to use the certification in your career?
I have yet not planned anything, but yes, I will definitely go for the financial planning background itself, and I will try to first of all implement on my own family and friends.
Very
so
good.
That will be helpful in this particular span of say 6 to 8 months. I will definitely focus on my friends and family more than any of the other person, and those clients which I am still connected with. So I will let them know what is the difference between different variety of goals you can accomplish in a span of say 10-15 years time period, and how you can do it with different variations.
So good, very good, because I repeatedly said to you that you have to apply learning in real life and start with your first family. Okay, so I am sure that if you start applying with your and you prepare the financial plan for your family relative, so automatically they also visualize what learning you have made.
Correct.
And over a period of time you will be able to progress with from relative, friend, colleagues to maybe a client. So once you become a client ready, then there will not be a problem to become an employer ready, or you can say client ready. So thank you very much.
Thank you.